gosh, you're okay, Cameron. Do you want to know the steamiest tea about me? All of my biggest crushes come from boys that are in books. And how could I not love Edward Cullen? Scratch that. Carlisle is daddy. And that is the fact. I never have my hair down, so just be prepared for some big freaking hair flips throughout this reading today. We should make a drinking game with how much I flip my hair. Hey guys, my name is Cameron, and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today is going to be such a fun reading because we are going to be finding out what is all of the tea on you, boo. Okay, so what do people around you say about you whenever you, my dear, are not in the room? Okay, so whenever you vanish, whenever you disappear, whenever you go kapoof, what is all being said? Okay, what is the gossip? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks today, friends, okay? So here are your group picks today, friends. So for group number 1, we have the Tarot of Mystical Moments. And basically, this is just a very beautiful collage style type of deck. I freaking love it. It is fantastic. So for group number 2, we also have the TRIPPIN WAITE Tarot, and this is basically like a rainbow hippie take on the tarot, and it's just amazing as well. And then last but not least, for group number 3, we have the Lucid Dreams Tarot. And guys, like this one, I mean, do I even have to say anything? Like, it is just so freaking beautiful. I freaking love it. So yes, guys, I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in. And now I want you to let it out. And now I want you to please close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about what is the tea on you. What do people say about you whenever you are not in the room? What is all of the gossip? And then whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes. And whichever tarot deck your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one deck here, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages, and as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends, okay? Hello, group 1. So you chose this beautiful, lovely Tarot of Mystical Moments deck, then hey, hello, my beautiful folks. How are you? Let's go ahead and find out exactly what people are saying about you, okay? Because guys, I gotta tell you, I am so excited to be sharing this gossip. I'm such a terrible person because I don't like to be a part of the gossip, but obviously, you know, I feel like everybody wants to be at least in the room so that they can hear about the gossip, okay? What does that say about me, guys? But anyways, let's find out exactly what people are saying about you, okay? What is the tea on my group 1, folks? Can we get some cards, please? No reversals. Wow. Okay, so already, you guys, we have the 9 of Wands coming through here. And just looking at this, I feel like you have been having a bit of a struggle. You have been on the struggle bus, my folks. But at the same time, you aren't letting the struggle bus, like being on said bus, get you down. You are somebody who, even whenever you are going through the most tumultuous times, you are always ready to take it all on and to just keep on trucking, right? You are somebody who, you always have such a tremendous amount of energy. Even whenever you are beaten down and tired, you are still able to pull on the strength that is within you. And so I do think that even though you have been going through a really hard time, I feel as though the people around you are always talking about how, yes, you are going through this hard time, but you're not letting that harder time really get you down. They talk about how you are a fighter. You are somebody who you never give up. Once you set a goal for yourself, you will freaking accomplish that goal, even if you have to walk through hell itself, right? And I think that that is just so amazing to see. People just really respect your strength. They respect how once you set your mind on something, like that is it, you're gonna go after it, you're gonna complete it. You are just a very headstrong, stubborn person. And I think that on one hand, people find it to be sometimes a little baffling, right? People find it to be so crazy how you just set such high standards for yourself and how you are a madman at achieving those standards. But at the same time, they just find it to be so freaking amazing because whatever you say you're going to accomplish, you accomplish it. And I think that there's very few people out there that have that type of will. And so people just love that. People find it to be so freaking beautiful and so freaking inspiring, right? We also have the Two of Cups coming through. Oh my gosh, guys, we love to see this. So first of all, I do just have to talk about the elephant that is in the room here. You could possibly be a twin. You could have a twin, right? Or maybe you have a sibling that you're very close to, that you're very similar to, right? That maybe you guys are really alike, okay? So you know, that is coming through here. Maybe people are always talking about how you and your twin are just alike, how you guys are like stuck together like glue. Obviously, that doesn't have to resonate for everyone because this is a very general reading, so that could just be something that resonates for one person, right? But I do think that on a very broad level, one message that will resonate for a lot of you guys is just the fact that you are such an incredible person. You know, I really am getting the idea that everybody sees you as the perfect companion. They see you as somebody who would make the perfect match for them. The reason why I'm seeing that is because literally the Two of Cups talks about soulmates. It talks about finding the person of your dreams, finding somebody who you could spend the rest of your life with. And so I think that you are just somebody who you have a very magnetic energy. I think that you are someone who people really like. I think that honestly, people just find your courage, your bold energy, the way that you set your mind on something and achieve it no matter what, they find that to be so incredible. And so because of the fact that you are a very loyal person, a very honorable person, a very headstrong person, a determined and ambitious person, people just see you as somebody who would make a great lover, a great friend. And I think that you have so many people that are literally trying to fight off anybody so that they can have your hand, so that they can have a chance at being with you. And so I do think whenever you are not in the room, people are always talking about how they wish that they could date you, how they wish that they could get to know you better and just get closer to you in general. So that is so amazing to see. We also have the Six of Cups coming through, and I feel like that gives you a very whimsical energy because the Six of Cups, that does talk about your youth. It talks about your childhood and about just being a bit of a dreamer. And so I do think that there is this energy here where even though you are a very resilient and headstrong person, at the other hand, at the other flip of a coin, I think that you are somebody who is really able to let your hair down and have a good time. You are somebody who you are always able to make people laugh. I think that you have a very silly type of personality. You are able to laugh at yourself as well. And I just think that you are never afraid to just go out and play, right? I really see you as somebody who would love to go to like McDonald's and play in the playground. Even if you are literally like 30 or 40 or 50 years old, you are somebody who you probably like to hang out with kids as well. If that is not the case, and I just feel like you are just a child at heart, right? right? You are just somebody who, no matter how old you get, you will always just be someone who likes to play and have fun and be silly. And I think that that is definitely something that people really notice about you. I just think that you make other people feel very young as well. And I do think that the reason why you are always able to go after these dreams of yours, the reason why you are able to achieve these goals is because of the fact that you are a very dreamy person. You believe that anything is possible. And I think that you are a very positive individual as well. And I think that you are also a positive influence on others. I think that whenever you are not in the room, the biggest gossip on you is the fact that you are just such a magical person. You believe in magic. You believe that anything is possible so long as you have the faith and the determination to go after that dream and achieve it. And I think that you really just help spark a fire in other people. You help other people feel like they can achieve anything as well. So again, you are just a very inspirational individual. We have the 8 of Cups coming through. So there is this energy here where I feel like you could have had some people decide to leave you whenever you were younger. Maybe you have had some lovers in the past who were the ones that were that walked out on you, right? Maybe you had some people decide that they didn't want to be with you any longer, or maybe you have had some friends in your life decide that they didn't want to be friends with you any longer as well. And I do think that all of these people that have walked out on you, all these people that have decided that they didn't want to be in your life any longer, I think all of these people are living with so much regret. I think that they are very upset that they decided to leave you in the first place. Maybe recently you have been going through a breakup, okay? Because the 9 of Wands, like I said, that talks about going through a harrowing moment. It talks about being on the struggle bus. So maybe you have been on the struggle bus in regards to love, in regards to your relationships, right? Maybe you have recently gone through a breakup where the person who you were dating decided to leave you, or maybe you are going through a friend breakup, right? And I do think that if that is the case, if this is something that is very recent, I think that these people are already regretting the fact that they walked out on you. They are really realizing just how amazing you were, how much of a positive and magical individual you are, and they are realizing that they just didn't see how amazing you were whenever you were there. And now that you are gone, now that you are no longer there, they are realizing how big of a mistake they made whenever they decided that they didn't want to be with you any longer, right? Because at the end of the day, people really don't realize what they have until it's gone, until they don't have it anymore. And so I do think that these people are starting to realize that. And if you aren't going through a very recent breakup, then I just think that in general, anybody that has walked out on you or who has decided that they didn't want to be with you any longer, whether that was a year ago or 4 or 5 years ago, no matter how old it is, where, you know, in the past where these people have left you, I think that everybody who has decided to leave you, they are all missing you, and they're all wishing that they could have you in their life, right? So one other thing that I'm seeing here is I think that you are somebody who you are also not afraid to say goodbye to people now. I think that you are somebody who you really respect yourself so much. You know exactly what you deserve. You are somebody who you have such high standards for your relationships as well, for the people who you decide to let into your life. You know, I do think that you are somebody who you are nice to everybody, but I do think that when it comes to your really, really deep friendships, your really, really deep relationships, you are someone who you know that you deserve the best. And so I think that you are just a very confident person, and you don't allow just anyone to come into your life. And I think because you have that love for yourself, because you have that deep respect for yourself, people see that, people can spot that in a heartbeat. And I think that whenever you are gone, people are always talking about how you just have such a love for yourself, and they find that to be so beautiful, and they find that to be really, really amazing, because there really aren't that many people that have that deep amount of respect for themselves, that deep amount of love for themselves. There are so many people that are always seeking out so much love and validation from others because they feel kind of insecure with themselves, but you are not like that whatsoever. And I think that that is really, really lovely to see here. Now, guys, obviously, just take it as it resonates, because this is how people see you, right? This is what people are saying about you. This doesn't actually represent who you are truly, if that makes any sense, you know, because we are talking about how other people see you, right? So if you are somebody who you struggle with your confidence, if you are somebody who you are battling with some insecurities and you're questioning what I'm saying, you know, you're telling me, like, I don't know what you're saying, Cameron, I am so doubtful of myself, right? This is how other people see you. People see you as somebody who is so confident, as somebody who is such a hard-working, stubborn individual. They see you as somebody who would make the best lover, the best friend ever. You are just amazing, and that is how people see you. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on and get some extra messages here. So for group 1, what is the T on them? Wow, guys, you are literally just a godsend. We literally have Messiah coming through. Messiah, you know, that represents Jesus, and it says right here, for the light attribute serving humanity with humility. So I just think that people look at you as somebody who could do no wrong. They see you as somebody who is such a helpful individual. I think that you are always someone who is willing to be there for your friends, for your family members, maybe even strangers as well. You are just always there to just be there for anyone, right? And so I do think when you are not in the room, people are always talking about how they love you so much, how they enjoy your company, and they enjoy just being around somebody who is just such a force of good, right? And I think that that's very lovely to see. Well, guys, we literally have 3 cards coming through right here for you. And I think that that is so lovely. There's just so much to be said about you, right? So much to be said. Let's get one more card here. What do people say about them? Alrighty, guys. So, talking about these cards, we have sympathize with the one you love, celebrate the one you love, choose the one you love. We also have, again, Messiah, and we already talked about that. We have human myth. And then we have awakening. Okay, so guys, first of all, I definitely think that you are just somebody who, like I was saying, you seem like a godsend. You are like the Messiah to people. And I think that people put you on such a high standard. They put you on a pedestal, and they see you as somebody who is literally godlike. And so I feel like whenever the human myth card is coming through, this is really representing how whenever people are talking about you, whenever you are not in the room, they are always just saying how perfect you are. They are saying how you just seem so freaking incredible, how you are unlike anyone, and they are just always talking about how you could just do no wrong, right? And so I do think that, again, people place you on the highest pedestal ever. They just see you as somebody who is absolutely godlike, and that is just incredible to see here. That is amazing. That is awesome. My gosh, people just really look up to you. They really, really love you. You are such an inspiration, and people really are just out here trying to be like you. Honestly, they just see you as someone who is amazing, and I feel like whenever they're talking about you, whenever they're just doing their own thing, whenever they are confused about something and they need help, I feel like they're always asking, like, what would so-and-so do? And obviously so-and-so is you. So let's say, for instance, your name is Gabriel. I feel like if this person or anybody is going through a really hard time and they don't know what to do next, they would just really ask themselves, what would Gabriel do? Right? What would Gabriel do? Because Gabriel is amazing. Gabriel does no wrong. Gabriel always makes the best choices. Gabriel's amazing, right? So that is just how awesome you are. That is how awesome you are. You are untouchable in the way that you are this amazing mythical person, right? So, I mean, that is awesome. So we also have celebrate the one you love, and I just feel like people, they love to be around you. They love to celebrate you. They love to cheer you on and to just have fun with you, right? And so I think whenever you are not in the room, people are always talking about how they will always choose to be with you. If they ever had to decide between going to so-and-so's birthday party and going to your birthday party, they would choose you in a heartbeat. Like, there would be no second guessing. It would be you. All right? I feel like if this person, you know, if somebody had different suitors and you were one of those suitors, they would choose you in the heartbeat, right? They would want to be with you. If you were on the freaking Bachelorette and you were one of the people that was trying to win somebody's heart, you would be the one that gets that final rose, right? You would win that whole thing because you are always the one that is picked. You are the one who is the first and the one and the only. Does that make sense? Again, like, you are just so sought out after. You are so amazing to everybody. Everybody wants to be your best friend. Everybody wants to date you. Everybody wants to freaking marry you, boo. Okay, so whenever you are not in the room, people are just talking about how they would always choose to be with you in a heartbeat. Okay, no second thoughts whatsoever. It would be you. Okay, so that is amazing. I love these messages that are coming through for you, Group 1. We also have sympathize with the one you love. And I think that this is coming through to represent how you are just such a loving individual. You always sympathize for everyone. You are a very compassionate person. And so I do think that, you know, people are always talking about how they can't believe how loving and amazing you are, how you are always there for everyone. They just love that about you. And for the last part with awakening coming through here, I think that I just want to go ahead and look in the book and see what wants to come through for you. Let's see what the book has to say. So it says, for awakening, the call to rise and rally is sounding, along with the power to activate the strength and tools required for any initiative you may be planning to undertake. A loosening up of attitudes is called for, or a softening of rules and conventions. Don't get caught sleeping or daydreaming, as the time has come you have been waiting for. Perhaps, too, you need to look beyond the surface of something that has held your focus. This is a positive message of a brighter tomorrow and an increase of finances and resources. So I think that this is talking about how you are somebody that daydreams, right? You are always dreaming about the future. You are always like imagining the best thing that could happen. But I do think that this calling to rise and to go after these dreams, this is really representing you in a nutshell. Right? You are somebody who, you have all of these dreams and these ambitions for yourself, and you are a very action-oriented person. You don't just dream about these goals. You actually go after it in real time. So I do think whenever people are talking about you, the biggest gossip on you, the biggest tea that is being spilled on you is the fact that you are not just somebody who will sit and talk about your dreams. You will go after it. You will always go after it, right? You will go through hell itself to get to your paradise, to achieve this dream of yours. And I think that that is something that people just love and respect so much whenever it comes to you. So yes, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give your girl a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much. I even love you the mostest, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, friends. I'll catch you on the flippity flip. Mwah! Love ya! Hello, Group 2. So if you chose this TRIPPIN WAITE Tarot, then hey, hello, my marvelous people, and welcome to your reading today. How are you guys? I hope that you are having the best day ever. I love y'all all so much, and thank you for being here. So let's go ahead and find out exactly what the tea is on you. What are people saying about you whenever you are not in the room, okay? So let's see what wants to come out for you, okay? So Spirit, for Group 2, what wants to come through for them? Wow, guys, we literally have the High Priestess coming through. And I do think the High Priestess does represent Pisces energy, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it could be Cancerian energy. So one of those signs, okay? You could be one of those signs, sun, moon, or rising. If you are, then definitely take it as a message that you are in the right reading today, okay? We also have the King of Cups coming through. Wow, guys, we have a lot of water energy coming through already. So I was talking about how you could be a Cancer or a Pisces, but you could also be a Scorpio sign as well, okay? Let's see what else wants to come through here. What are people saying about you? Okay, guys, we have the Eight of Pentacles coming through. I love that card, guys. That is honestly one of my favorite cards in the deck. It is just such a lovely card to see. Let's get maybe one more card. Okay, what wants to come through? Okay, guys, we have Justice. So Justice does represent that beautiful Libra energy. So you could also be a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus, okay? And then the back of the deck, for the back of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles coming through as well. Okay, guys, so I definitely think that whenever you are not in the room, people are always talking about how hard working you are, okay? I think that you are somebody who, once you set your sights on something, once you set a goal for yourself, you will be damned if you don't achieve it, okay? I definitely think that you are somebody who could be in school right now with this High Priestess card coming through. You could be in some type of institution, right? You could be maybe in training. Maybe you are learning a trade right now. For some of you guys, you could be at a new job trying to learn the ways of said job, right? But I just think that at the end of the day, no matter what you are doing right now, whether you are at school, whether you are at your job, right, at your place of work, I just think that you are the hardest worker out there. You are somebody who you stand apart from everybody else, because I think when other people are joking around, having a good time, hanging out with their friends at school, at the job, you are there doing the most. You are always working your hardest, working to the bone, and I do think that that is something that doesn't go unnoticed. And I think whenever you are not in the room, your superiors, your professors, everybody is talking about how you are just such a determined and ambitious person. And I think that people are always talking about how you are going to go so far in life because of the fact that you have such a beautiful sense of just ambition and a beautiful sense of hard work. So I think that that is really, really beautiful to see here. I'm also getting the idea that you do have a mysterious way about you. I think that you keep more to yourself. You just do what is called for. You work your hardest, you study your hardest, and you don't really, leave any other room to talk to people, right? I think that you just keep to yourself. You just do your thing and you do it well. And so there is this energy where whenever people are talking about you, they're talking about how they don't know that much about you. They talk about how you are more of a stranger to them than a friend. But I do think that people are very curious about you. I think that people want to get to know you better, especially since we have the Justice card coming through, because with that Libra energy coming through with the Justice, Libras, these are the type of folks that are very charming. They are a friend to everybody, and they make friends so easily, right? And so I am getting this idea here where even though you keep more to yourself, I think whenever you are talking to anyone, you do have a very charming energy about you. I think that you are very quick-witted. You're very intelligent and very logical and just smart, and I think that that is something that people really, really like about you. I just think that you make these witty comments a lot, and I think that it catches people off guard because of the fact that you are just all work and no play. So whenever you do make a joke or you do say something very witty, people just aren't expecting it, right? And so I do think that you have this type of charm, this type of magnetic energy about you that really disarms people. Like, people don't really realize how charming you are until you open your mouth, right? And I think that that is something that people really appreciate about you. And so I do think whenever you are out of the room, whenever people are talking about you, they are saying how they don't know much about you, but they want to know more, right? I think that everybody is trying to talk to everyone, trying to figure out if anyone else knows anything about you, because I think that people really are intrigued about you. They want to get to know you better. And I think that you have a lot of people that want to be your friend, that want to even date you, right? I think that you are literally just the talk of the town because you are so mysterious, right? You're very intriguing, and everybody is literally like Sherlock Holmes, trying to get the scoop on you, trying to find out who you are. And I think that that's really cool to see here. And then finally, with the King of Cups coming through, I do want to say, I think that you are somebody who, you are very calm even whenever things are going crazy. I think that if there is ever a crisis at your job, or there's ever a crisis at school, you are somebody who people look up to. I feel like people are drawn to you like a moth to a flame, because you are a rock whenever things are going insane, right? You are just always able to keep your cool, keep your calm. And I think that you are able to make really quick but really great decisions under pressure. And so I think that it is the way that you are always able to remain so cool, calm, and collected that people really find to be really sexy and attractive about you. And I think that people are always talking about how that is just such an amazing trait that you seem to have. And I do want to say one more thing with this Justice card coming through. I think that people see you as somebody who is very honorable. They see you as somebody who is very trustworthy as well. And so I think whenever people are talking about you, they are mentioning how they just see you as somebody who is a gentleman or a lady. They see you as somebody who is so kind to everyone, and as somebody who is always going to be honest to a fault, and people really like that about you. So let's go ahead and talk about the other messages that are coming through here. Spirit, can we get some extra messages, please, for group 2? What are people saying about them? I do want to say here, I do think since we have this like eye coming through right here, I think that people see you as somebody who, because you are more quiet and you keep to yourself, they see you as somebody who sees everything, right? I think that you are somebody who you are able to really tell any truth from a lie. I think that you read people's body language really, really well. And so I do think when other people are talking about you, they are always talking about how you are able to read people like a book, like the back of your hand, right? And they find that to be kind of intimidating. And I think that you do make people nervous because they feel like you just know exactly what they're thinking all the time. But I think that they also find that to be a really interesting thing about you. They do find that to be really sexy, right? Because, you know, I just think that's really cool. I think that's really, really cool for somebody to be able to just read body language that well. That's really awesome. You know, I wish I could have that type of superpower, right? But, you know, not everybody is gifted in that certain way, in that certain ability, but you have it. And so people find it to be kind of scary, but they also find it to be really intriguing and really cool, right? So we also have Shapeshifter coming through. Let's see what else wants to make an appearance. And I do think with that Shapeshifter, this is just talking about how you are able to navigate so many like twists and turns with so much ease, so much calm. And I think that that is, again, something that people are always talking about whenever they talk about you. We have the fire element coming through. So for some of you guys, you could be a fire sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. So I am talking about Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. But I think that this is just talking about how I see you as somebody who is a very sexy person. I think that you are very attractive physically. And so that could be another reason why people want to get to know you better, why people are always talking about you, because of the fact that you are just a really hot person. You're very, very attractive. And I think that people, you know, they're all very curious about you. They want to know what's up about you, right? They want to get to know you better because they want to be the person that you decide to let into your life, okay? So let's talk about these other cards that are coming through here. So first of all, guys, we have Cherish the One You Love, date the one you love. We also have hibernate with the one you love and laugh with the one you love, okay? We also have purification coming through. And then again, we have the fire element and the shapeshifter. Okay, so guys, I am seeing for you, I think that people, you know, everybody wants to date you. Like I was saying before, you are very attractive, you're very hot, and I think that everyone wants to be able to get a chance to, you know, get their hands on you and just get to know you better, right? You have so many people just waiting in the wings at their opportunity to be able to just get to know you better and take you out on a night on the town. And we also have laugh with the one you love. So again, like I was saying, I think that you do have this very magnetic charm to you. I think that you are somebody who you are quite witty and you do say really funny things. And I think that that is something that people always talk about whenever you are not in the room. They're talking about how you have this ability to just make anyone laugh. And I think that that is something that people really enjoy whenever it comes to you, and that is something that people are always saying. We also have hibernate with the one you love and cherish the one you love. And so I think that this is really talking about how, like I said, people just want to get closer to you. They want to find out who you are whenever you are not at work, whenever you are not at school. They just want to have a chance to be able to get to know you better and see who you are, right, underneath all those layers. And I think that they're always saying whenever you are not in the room how they just cherish you and they find you to be such an incredible human being. And I think that people are always saying that if they were to have the opportunity to get to know you better, the opportunity to date you, then they would cherish every single second of that life, of that moment with you, right? So I think that's so lovely to see. And then at the end of the day, with purification coming through, I just think that this is talking about how no matter what hardship you go through, no matter what darker time you experience, I think that you are somebody who you are always able to purify yourself, and you are always able to go through these darker moments and think about the future and think about how even if you are going through a darker moment, that darker moment isn't going to last forever. You are going to be able to get through this and be able to make it to the other side. And so I do think that people see you as somebody who is quite a positive person. And I think that that is why people really want to be around you during times of crisis, because you are somebody who you are always able to not just keep your cool and to not just remain calm, but you are also somebody who really helps other people feel enthusiastic. You help other people feel positive. You help other people feel like everything is going to be okay. And I think that that is something people are always talking about whenever you are not in the room. That is something people really, really love about you. So, yes, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. And if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday. And I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 3. So if you chose this beautiful Lucid Dreams tarot deck, then hey, hello, how are you? And welcome to this reading today. Okay, so guys, first of all, before I get into your reading, I just want to point out I love the way that these cards are matching my freaking nails, and it was literally unplanned, and I just love it. I think that it's so cool, and I feel so fabulous. It's just such a look, right? So, I'm sorry, guys. I just had to point that out. I'm so sorry. I just loved how that was just such a happy coincidence, right? So let's talk about what people are saying about you, okay? What are people saying about my lovely group 3 folks, Spirit? Can we get some calls, please? What are people saying about them right now at this certain point in time, okay? Alrighty, guys. So let's take a look at these cards, shall we? So we have the 3 of Swords coming through. We also have the 10 of Pentacles. we have the Page of Wands. And last but not least, we have the Nine of Cups coming through. So, guys, I do think that I want to really quick clarify the Three of Swords coming through. What is this representing, Spirit? For the Three of Swords, what are people saying about them, Spirit? What are people saying about them? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles coming through to clarify that. And then for the back of the deck energy, we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, that's really interesting. So, guys, I'm not going to lie. I think what is happening here is I think for the most part, a lot of you guys that are watching this, you could have gone through a really darker time within your life as of late. I think that for a lot of you guys, you could have been going through some type of breakup or betrayal from a loved one. You know, maybe you found out that somebody who you have been with for a very long time has been cheating on you, or maybe you simply found out that somebody that you've been with for a long time just isn't interested in you any longer, and so they left, right? I just think that for the most part, a lot of you guys have been going through a darker time. Either a lover left you, a friend left you, somebody has hurt you. All right, you are going through the thick of it right now. And first of all, guys, I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're going through this moment, but things will get better. I know that everybody says that, and I know that whenever you are in the moment, when you're in the thick of it, it doesn't feel like things are going to get better, but it is. It's just going to take time, and I don't think that you need me here to tell you this, because honestly, we have the Knight of Pentacles that is clarifying the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles, this talks about very slow moving energy. This talks about somebody, a knight, who is really trying to climb up this mountain, and they know that this mountain is going to take some time to get to the top, but this is somebody who does not give up. They just keep on going. They keep on treading, keep on climbing, right, until they can get to the other side. And so I think that you are somebody who, for the most part, you have been going through the thick of it. You have been going through a really darker time in your life, but you are also somebody who, you know that things will be okay. Even if it doesn't feel okay right now, you know that eventually you will get to the other side of this. And I do think that a lot of people are talking about how you are somebody who is just such an inspiration. I think that the biggest T on you is that people can't believe how much of a fighter you are. They can't believe how whenever you are going through these really harder times, how you are somebody who, instead of just throwing in the towel and just giving up on life, giving up on love, giving up on everything, you keep on going. You wake up, you get ready, and you just work your hardest, right? You work your freaking hardest. And people just find that to be such an incredible trait, right? And so people really do look up to you. They look up to you in the way that you can still go through these darker moments and still be such a light. They love how you can go through these negative times and still be so positive. So that is just so freaking incredible to see here. I just think that people see you as somebody who is a wish come true, with the Nine of Cups coming through, because this literally does talk about that. The Nine of Cups talks about making a wish and having those wishes coming true. And so I do think that whenever you are not in the room, people are talking about how you are just such a dream person. I think that people see you as somebody who is literally like a knockout whenever it comes to your looks, whenever it comes to your personality, whenever it comes to your ambition and your hard work. They see you as somebody who literally has the full package, right? And there is this energy here where, on one hand, with the Three of Swords coming through, you know, this does talk about that heartbreak energy. This even talks about somebody who is a bit of a heartbreaker. And so I do think that people, a lot of people, whenever they're talking about you, they're talking about how you just have it all, how you are so freaking amazing, how you would make the perfect partner. And I think that people are also talking about how they see you as somebody who could potentially be a heartbreaker, and the way that because people put you on such a high pedestal, because they see you as somebody who is the end-all be-all type of person to be with, they just think that if they were to try to shoot their shot with you, if they were to try to ask you out on a date or try to see if you would want to hang out with them, right, they feel like you would break their heart and say no because of the fact that, you know, they just feel like you would see yourself as somebody who is just, you know, better than them, right? And that's not to say that you are somebody who they see you as an egotistical person, right? It's not that energy that is coming through. Guys, I feel like I'm explaining this really bad, but what I'm trying to say is that people just put you on such a high pedestal to where you are almost like godlike in their eyes. And so obviously people feel like a god like you would not want to be with somebody who is as little and small as them, right? And so I just think that naturally they feel like if they were to ask you out that you just wouldn't be interested in them, right? They feel like you would be somebody who is also looking for someone who is godlike, you know? So that message is coming through as well. And then I do want to say with the Page of Wands coming through, people are always talking about how you are somebody who is very, very passionate. Okay, I think that you are someone who has so much freaking energy. I think that you are just very enthusiastic about life. You love life. And I think that on one hand, you are somebody who works so freaking hard. You are somebody who is a very big overachiever. You are a workhorse to the very core, right? You are somebody who you will stay those extra hours at your job and work your hardest. But I do think that on the other hand, you are also somebody who you don't just work hard, you play hard. Whenever you are not at work, you are out there partying it up. You are the life of the party. You know how to have fun, how to have a good time. And so I do think that whenever people are talking about you, they're just talking about how you are literally the whole package, and the way that you are somebody who you work hard, but again, you play hard. You know how to have fun like the rest of them, and people love that about you. They love that. And I think that you are also just somebody who, like I said, you have a lot of energy. And so I do think that you're a very peppy person. And I think that's another reason why people look up to you so much, because that peppiness is something that is not lost on other people, and it's not lost on you, even whenever you are experiencing really, really dark moments. I think, again, even if you are going through a really dark moment right now in your life, you are somebody who you are not letting that darkness overshadow you. You still wake up with a smile on your face, with a pip in your step. You are just a very, very hopeful person. You believe that the best is yet to come, and people just love that so much. I really think that people are just so drawn to you and your energy and your happiness. I think that your smile, your just sweet personality is like an energy shot to everybody who you are around, right? People just love to be around you, and I think that that is definitely something that people are talking about whenever you are not in the room. And the final thing that is coming through is the Ten of Pentacles. You know, the Ten of Pentacles, this talks about just having it all when it comes to money. It talks about being so freaking wealthy, really just going after your dream, achieving it, and then living life so materialistically, so wealthily, so amazingly, right? And so I do think that people are talking about how they see you as somebody who, even if you are, you know, not making that much money right now, they know that in the future you will be making that bank, right? People see you as somebody who, even if you come from nothing, you will become something. You are a goal-oriented person, and you will turn any dream of yours into a reality with the sheer force of your enthusiastic energy, with the sheer force of your positivity, with the sheer force of your hardworking ways, right? So let's go ahead and get some final messages here for the Oracle cards, Spirit. What is the tea on my lovely group 3 folks? What are people saying about them? Yes, that is beautiful. Let's see what else wants to come through. Okay, Spirit, can we get some cards, please? What wants to come through? Yes. Oh my gosh. Guys, I love these cards that are making an appearance. They're so beautiful. So, oh, okay. I think I want to get one more card. One more card for group 3, and I do have one more oracle deck that we're going to pull from. So Spirit, can we get some messages, please? Wow, did you see that? We literally have 2 cards coming for you, okay, for you group 3, and that is very surprising because for all of the other groups, the other 2, they only had 1 card coming through for them, but you have 2, and I think that that is because you are just such an amazing person. I think that there is so much to be said about you. You are just a full package. You have it all, and I do think that whenever you are not in the room, so many things are being said about you, but I do think that all of those things are very, very positive. People just have nothing but good things to say whenever your name is being brought up, right? So let's talk about these cards that are coming through. So we have Beggar, the Source of Magic, and Cleanse. Sorry guys, I had to take a deep breath. We also have Compassion, Make a Wish for the One You Love, Forgive the One You Love, and compliment the one you love. So guys, honestly, with the compliment card coming through, I think that this is talking about how whenever you are not in the room, everything that's being said about you are literally compliments. Everybody is just always saying how beautiful you are, how amazing you are, how hardworking you are, how you are just like the bombest person ever. And I do think that you are also somebody who, you're very kind to everybody. I do think that you're quite charming and you always have a compliment, something sweet to say to absolutely everybody. And so I think that that is something that people really notice and they love. I do think that that is why you give people so much energy and so much, you know, just optimism and positivity, because of the fact that you just breathe life onto others by being so loving to them, by putting love into them through your words and compliments. And I just think that you make people feel like they're literally walking on sunshine. And I honestly think that the I'm walking on the sunshine, oh, I think that that song is literally your theme song. Okay, that is you in a nutshell. If people had to say what song really like incapacitated you, or is that the right word? If people had to describe you as a song, that would be the one that they choose, okay? With the Forgive the One You Love, I think that you are just somebody who, you are a very forgiving person. I think that even whenever you go through really dark moments, you are always able to cleanse yourself. And I really feel like even if you have been betrayed recently, even if somebody has hurt you, I do think that you are willing to give these people a chance again. Maybe not in the way that you would date them per se, but I do think that you would still be a friend to them, right? And I think that that is something that people really love. They love the fact that you are always able and willing to give people second and third and fourth chances. I think that you just help people feel like they can redeem themselves. And even if they have done wrong or done some bad things in the past, you make them feel like they can still, you know, do right and they can still have a good life. And that redemption that you give to other people, that is something that people just love so much. That is something that really just makes everyone so happy, because you take people whenever they feel like they will never be able to have another chance at life again, and you give them that chance through your words, through your love, through your guidance and your inspiration. And that is so, so, so beautiful to see here. So that is definitely something that people are saying about you, right? We also have Make a Wish for the One You Love. And I think that this is, again, just talking about how you are a wish come true to everyone who you meet. You are just such a dreamy person. Everybody wants to date you and get to know you better. Everyone wants to be your best friend. And that is just so beautiful. You are just such a welcoming presence to everyone. Everyone enjoys you. Everybody wants you to be with them, to be around them, because you are just such an energy booster. You just make everyone so happy. So yeah, that is definitely something that people are saying about you as well. And then with the Beggar card coming through, I think that this is so gorgeous to see here, because this talks about going through a really, really darker moment, going through a time of survival, but not allowing those darker moments to steal your power, right? And so you are, again, somebody who can go through really dark moments, but instead of allowing these darker moments to weaken you, to make you just throw it in the towel and give up, I think that every dark time you go through, you grow through it. And literally, every time you go through a harder, tougher moment, that is another moment that you are about to go through a glow up, right? Because anytime anything is going against you or trying to bring you down, you rise higher. And that is definitely something that people notice about you. They find that to be so inspirational. They are always talking about how you just won't let anything or anyone bring you down. You will always rise from the ashes like a phoenix, better than ever before. And you are just literally the source of magic. You are magic itself. You make other people believe in magic. You make people believe that anything is possible so long as they set their mind on going after said dream or goal of theirs. You make people feel like they can redeem themselves and have a second and third chance on life. You make people feel like they can just do anything, right? And that type of energy, it's so beautiful, and people just can't get enough of you, right? People love you. So yes, guys, that is the gossip on you today. That is the tea. That is what I'm seeing. And yeah, I just want to thank you so much for stopping by. I love you all so much. If you like this reading, then please make sure to give me a big like as well. And make sure to comment, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of me. I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime. Okay, so yeah, you are amazing. I love you so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys.